Hello guys and welcome back. Today we're in Monza and we are going for the qualifying lap. So we are starting the lap now. For some reason they didn't allow me to the first corner. I don't know why. But we brake slightly early into the yellow zone. Use a bit of that curb and a bit of this curb, trying to get a good exit. Upshifting, and we almost lose the car over here, losing us a couple of positions, and Ricardo is just first for some reason. I don't know how he's first, but he's pretty good. He brakes slightly late, using all of the curb here and getting a good exit, and that pushes us to first. And now this is a tricky part, as because it's where there's really not enough traction. I'm just taking it very slow and very careful not to lose the car. And we try to accelerate as fast as possible, getting a better exit. As you can see, they are right behind us. We go to the left and we swing to the right and we swing back using all of the track. We want to use that curb, might lose the car, and we go a little bit wide because we didn't use that curb. I think that's fine. And now it's the main straight. You can see 50% brake bias because it's wet. Don't want to lock up the tires. And we get a poor exit over here just because we are not confident on the throttle and due to traction and stuff. And yeah, now this is the actual race. As you can see, it's dry, so I think it will be better for us when it's dry. We selected the first strategy because I think starting on the softs is better, and I think also the alternate one. And so it's 5 lights. Here we go. We push the brake bias to 55. Put it to lean and then put it to reach for the extra traction at the start, and we get a very good start, getting ahead of Verstappen and Hamilton. We brake slightly late, trying to use a wider line, and we get ahead of them. Getting a better exit. It's very good to get because it's a long straight. The exit over there is very important. So now we are 4 tenths up. We didn't get a good exit over there, but I think that should be fine. We are now about 1 second and 6 tenths up. So a very big gap we have created just by those few corners, doing it perfectly. Actually not really perfectly, but still better. And you can see they're just dropping back so much. They're using all of the curb here and using this curb. That curve is really dangerous because sometimes you can lose the car, and we're using a lot of the battery. And our engine is slightly worn, so our IC is not the optimum power that we wanted, but I think it should be fine. And we had the fastest first lap, and that start was really important. We now cut to lap 5. Now lap 5 over here, we use all here, and we lose the car because we locked up, and we have a puncture, front right puncture. So because of that incident, we have a virtual safety car out right now. You can see we are going super slow. We can't even make this turn. I don't think we can make this turn. We go onto the gravel. This puncture has never happened to me. I don't think it ever happened. This is really dangerous. You can see that tire just bubbling. Good with the graphics of the game. Oh my god. And this is very bad. We're losing a lot of position. You can see that tire just going crazy. We're putting it down to lean just to save some of the time. When we go all out, we can't even make the corner. And we lose so many positions. This puncture is very bad for the race. We will be out of the points basically. And we box this lap. Even struggling to get to the pits. We can't even brake properly. Look at how slow we are. Just trying to drive back to the pits. we put on the new sets of mediums so that we don't have we just box one lap early, we don't need to box again, although it was a weird strategy they had. But you can just see that we're just so slow, and this is the bad part because we're traveling 26 kph and like we're supposed to do 80 or something, and we changed everything, we changed the tires, we changed the front wing. It's just a lot of cost and a lot of time lost. You see, as we exit the pits, we are like 30, we have almost 40 seconds off. Even if they pit, they're still going to be ahead of us, so I have to catch up a lot of time right now, and it's going to be very difficult with our engine. And yeah, this is not planned, and this is very bad for the race. You can see just how much we are pushing by the amount of ERS we are using, and we are making a lot of mistakes not using the curve and everything. We are putting it out to reach and trying to use a lot of the track. I don't think we were that confident anymore using the track, and we needed some time to be more consistent. But you can see the amount of time we caught up to Latifi, I think is quite good in the span of about a few turns, so I'm guessing that we should be able to catch up with him, but we just need to use a lot of the ERS to get that straight line speed. And yeah,
TV ahead, gap to car in front is 44.0 seconds. They're on old softs, their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 26.2.
We now cut to my fastest lap of the race. Magnussen, I think he retired or something, I don't know what happened, but there was no safety car, so
we're trailing our teammate by
I don't think it was that important. So this is our fastest lap. We didn't use any ERS over here. We braked slightly late, used all that curve and this curve, get a good exit, got to gear 3. Now using the ERS to get a better exit and the straight line speed. We stay very tight to the wall, trying to get minimize the distance traveled. We brake slightly late, using all of that curve again, shift up to gear 3 and then gear 4, and using the ERS. We go very close to the boundary here. At this turn, we use all of the track, making sure we do not lose the car. You can see how much we have caught up. We are now 3 seconds behind Latifi. And we go to the right and then to the left again, just to get all of that motion to make it to the corner. We use our ERS again for this straight, just a little bit. And our straight line speed is 3.24 or something around there. This exit I don't think is that good. We were not very early on the throttle, but we minimized the distance and we get a 121.05 speed. 7 tenths down from our fastest lap was. So I'm guessing that was a very good lap. Now we didn't use a lot of that curve, but we're catching up to Latifi. You can see he's like 1 second, 1.5 seconds ahead of us. And I think we would catch up to him through this turn. We brake slightly late. We didn't use a lot of that curve. You can see how close we are just through that 2 corners. As we are putting it down to lean, need all that traction I can. And I'm in the DRS zone. I now have DRS. Latifi, I think he uses his overtake, so I can't catch up. We go on the inside, we brake slightly late, use all that curve and deeper our brake out so we can use all that loop. Now next is Russell, and we use overtake. You can see how much we're using now, down to 7%. We almost clipped him. I wanted to try if I got damage, thankfully I didn't. And they are now up to P17. that was not bad. So Perez is actually in Alfa Romeo now, because there was some change because I went to Renault, but I was from Alfa Romeo last time, and now we are caught up to him. We are right behind him and Raikkonen, and look how much we are gaining. I use the overtake and go into his slipstream, trying to have that better straight line speed. I think he uses a lot of overtake there, I'm not sure. But we overtake him on the inside, so very smooth, we were very close. And now we got the DRS Kimi, and we got the straight line speed. I don't even think we use a lot of ERS over there. And he goes defensive, and we go around the outside down to gear 1 to get the extra rotation, and we just not made that move. Now it is Stroll, he's on the hards. I don't know why he's on the hard, because the hards are just really bad. And he is quite slow, but the amount of time that he's ahead of us, I don't think we can make it in like less than one lap. I think we go a little bit wide here, using all of the track here. We are gaining a lot of time, and we are charging the ERS by quite a lot, but we just cannot catch up to him. We're just way too far, and Lewis Hamilton has already completed a lap, and we get our first warning because we used too much and we like almost cut the corner. You can see unlike at 5%, 6% or 3%, I really don't know. But we just needed one more lap, and I think we could have overtaken him. But yeah, that crash, we just lost a car. It's not good. We finished 15, and we're not driver of the day, but that's okay. It's a pretty good race.